All right, everyone. Welcome back for another deep dive with Aiden and Nina Unscripted. Now, we know we love to share stories of dance entrepreneurs who are really like pushing boundaries and innovating and
Absolutely.
and finding new ways to make this industry even better than it already is.
Definitely.
And today,
For
we're
sure.
going to be talking about something that I think is going to resonate with a lot of you studio owners out there.
Yeah.
Um, you know, running a studio can be incredibly rewarding, but also like super demanding,
Oh
right?
my gosh. Tell me about it.
Between the classes and the recitals and the managing staff and marketing, like
It's true.
it can be a recipe for burnout.
Oh, yeah. You're juggling so many things.
Totally. And that's why today we're going to take a closer look at this company called DR Outsourcing and what they're doing for studio owners.
This is really interesting because I know that a lot of studio owners are already, looking for ways to kind of get some of those tasks off their plate.
Right.
But what DR outsourcing is doing is different.
Yeah, and that's what caught our attention too.
Mm.
They're not just like a generic virtual assistant service.
Right.
They really specialize in supporting dance studios, and their team like deeply understands the industry.
Yeah. And that's huge because think about it, the ins and outs of running a dance studio are very specific, right?
Totally.
Like managing recital costumes and payments and registrations. It's not the same as I don't know, running an online store or something.
Exactly. Like scheduling a hip hop class is different from booking a dentist appointment.
Exactly. So having a team that gets it, that's been there, that's maybe even been dancers themselves.
Right.
That's what makes DR outsourcing so unique.
Yeah, and speaking of that, their founders, they actually have firsthand experience as both dancers and studio owners.
Oh, wow.
So they really understand the challenges that studio owners face like they've been in the trenches.
That's so important because it means that they're not just, coming at this from a business perspective. They're coming at it from a place of passion and understanding.
Totally. So let's talk about what DR outsourcing actually does for studio owners.
Okay, so basically they provide support in all those areas that can really bog a studio owner down,
Mm.
like things like class registration and payment processing and parent communication, even like following up on leads.
Oh, wow. So like all that stuff that can really eat up your time.
Exactly. And let's be honest, it's not always the most exciting work.
Right. Like you'd rather be in the studio teaching.
Exactly, or coming up with new choreography or focusing on the big picture of your business.
Absolutely. So how does DR outsourcing actually train their team to handle all of this stuff?
So they have this really cool approach that combines in-person workshops
Okay.
with AI-driven simulations. So it's like super high tech.
Wow.
Yeah. So their team members, they get to practice handling different scenarios that they might encounter in a real studio.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, like what to do if a parent has a complaint or, how to deal with a last-minute costume crisis.
So it's like they get to like role play and work through those challenges in
Uh-huh.
a safe environment.
Exactly. And the AI part of it is really cool because it can actually adapt to their responses and give them feedback.
Wow, that's amazing. So it's not just like a one-size-fits-all training program.
No, it's very personalized and it's constantly evolving.
That's really impressive. And I bet it makes their team members feel super confident and prepared.
Oh, absolutely. And that confidence translates into better support for the studio owners.
Right, because if you know that your team can handle anything, you
Mhm.
can relax and focus on what you do best.
Exactly. And speaking of their team, they told us this amazing story about one of their team members named Angie.
Oh, yeah, an AG?
Yeah, she's based in the Dominican Republic, and she's been with DR Outsourcing for a while now.
Hmm.
And she actually got to travel to the U.S. to visit one of the studios that she supports remotely.
Oh, wow, that's so cool.
Yeah, it was a really special experience for her. And she talked about how DR Outsourcing has not only given her a job, but it's given her skills and confidence and a sense of purpose.
That's really powerful. And it really speaks to their mission of like empowerment.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just about outsourcing tasks, it's about investing in people.
Absolutely. And their vision for the future is really inspiring.
Yeah, they told us that they want to be supporting over 2,000 professionals and thousands of studios within the next 5 years.
That's huge.
It's a really ambitious goal, but I think it speaks to the potential of this model.
Yeah, and imagine the impact that could have not just on individual studios, but on the entire dance community.
Right. Like if we can create a system where studio owners are less stressed and more fulfilled, and where talented individuals like Angie have opportunities to grow and thrive.
It's a win-win for everyone.
It really is. So if you're a studio owner listening to this and you're feeling like you're drowning in admin work, I highly recommend checking out DR Outsourcing.
Yeah, it could be the game changer you've been waiting for.
Definitely, it could free you up to focus on your passion, your students, and the growth of your business.
It really makes you think, like, what could you achieve if you had a dedicated team handling those time-consuming tasks?
Right. Maybe you could finally launch that new program or take a much-needed vacation.
Or spend more time mentoring your instructors or just being present with your
Oh,
family.
exactly. The
Yeah.
possibilities are endless. So head over to their website to learn more.
Hmm.
And remember, outsource the stress and achieve success.
Love it.
That's it for this deep dive. We'll see you next time on Aiden and Nina Unscripted.